So, I went back to him, about, well, why do you care? Because that's the funny thing. People, why do you care so much? I'm taking my time to respond to a comment of yours to tell you that you should not care. But I care enough to tell you this. So that never works on the internet. Why do you care? Hey, get off the internet. If you really want to use that, just ever tell somebody, you know, that tells you that, why the hell are they on the internet? Shouldn't they be saving lives in Brunei or something? I mean, what the hell are they doing on the internet if they think that you're only supposed to do the very most important thing ever? That do that first. Don't do anything else. But secondly, we're talking about speech. It's the First Amendment. It's crucial. Why do we have free speech? It's not because of the Constitution. It's for the reasons they wrote the Constitution that way, right? Free speech is the underpinning. When you let them control, if you could say fuck, the next thing, once they succeed at that, you'll be discussing, well, can you say duty head? Can you say feck? Can you say fuck, but write an asterisk in the middle? People will have all sorts of euphemisms. And people will know what's being said, but grandma won't know. I mean, it's just bullshit. And then worse, they go into the concepts. Well, if you can't say the word fuck, well, should you be able to say something bad about the president? Should you be able to make jokes about terrorists? I mean, that might, it's just better to keep it back at the threshold that people can say what pretty much whatever they want. When I say pretty much, the lines are criminal threats. You cannot criminally threaten someone or harass them. That's the limit. And it's funny too because this guy is real. I mean, I think he's a real prick to me. I was a prick back to him, but I mean, I just read his first comment, and what really bugs me is the end of story thing and the whole privately owned site. Screw you and your privately owned businesses. I can complain to that. That's why it's supposed to work, a privately held system, right? Because I can complain about it and the market can have an influence, but you want me to shut up and just do what the privately held people told to do, and that's not how private economies work. In a private economy, the consumer has power. Welcome to the 21st century. Then he asked me, I basically said, get over it, people cuss, it's no big deal, you don't have to listen. And then Scorpius, this guy, are you a self-absorbed? This is also a trolling video, because there's troll issues in here. Are you a self-absorbed paranoid schizophrenic? No, but I play one on the internet. Um, do you honestly think this is going to happen? I mean, because I had said I don't want a world where Bill Hicks can't do comedy, you know. Um, and he's like, do I honestly think that's going to happen? Yeah, I've read a history book. It had happened. It was here. It's happened in the past already. You know, I, if anything, I feel like a slacker in that I haven't really cared about this YouTube censorship, because of my own fatalism. But I'm not going to stop other people that have the energy to make a fuss about it. And now push comes to shove, yeah, I'll make a fuss about it too, a little bit, because, yeah, I mean, yes, I know people like Lenny Bruce, Bill Hicks, Richard Pryor, yeah, they would be censored. And I don't want them to just have to fight or go to jail for what they believe or be professional. I'd like the people that have something to say that are going to say it that way but aren't as brilliant as Bill Hicks. I'd like them to be able to say stuff online as well. I mean, yes, I think it's going to happen that people are going to not be able to say uh, what they think freely if we tell them which words they can and can't use. And in this YouTube censorship, okay, you can still use the words, but they're going to take a search function and remove you from that search function. Okay, that's the thing. We're not talking about promoting. We're not talking about videos that YouTube wants to select. If YouTube does not want to, when they have people that actually take and feature videos, that's them promoting it. If they never want to do that when you cuss, we're not even discussing that. We're talking about when the people at YouTube vote most favorited or comment or view, and those videos are not going to show up. So I'm going to go to the most favorited videos because I want to see what the other YouTube users are favoriting, and I'm not going to get that because there's some list of words and some algorithm that you don't know, you know, that chooses these things not based on whether they were the most favorite or not. So that's a dishonesty thing that does affect free speech. It is ironic because I don't really care about those pages. If any of my videos has ever showed up in one of those pages, I don't know. I barely ever go there. I go by related videos. I just find people every once in a while and go to related videos. But whatever. Um, he tells me I sure like to hear myself talk. Yeah, I like to talk, yes. And I guess that's why you want to rant on and on about free speech rights. Well, there, you're like a genius. Yeah, that's fucking why. I mean, you have no videos, so that's why you don't give a fuck about free speech. Okay? Um, he tells me that, it's said that perseverance is one of the markers that a complex is stirring, which is really funny because he's totally persevered in this thing. And he believes that. I don't believe that. I believe perseverance is a sign that I'm not bored with you, dealing with you yet. Okay? But he thinks it's a complex is stirring, and he was totally, he replied one for one to everything. He thinks that's a win. I'm not saying it's a win. I mean, he should try to reply, see what he can do. It's like, um, oh no, I have a complex. So, um, he claims I just sit around all day worrying about how repressed I am. I never said repressed. I never said oppressed. But the fact is, yeah, I could make a video channel on oppression. I could fill it all day if I wanted. Okay, obviously I don't do that. But yeah, I could, and there would be nothing wrong with that. You know, the other thing he says is he's trying that he's been laughing at me, and I've been crying. Don't cry. And that's the main thing. I just saw another guy. I guess is replying to me. I guess Give Me a Break Man has a little clique of people in there that like to gather together. No, he's talking to the other guy. See, this gets so. See, this is the problem with doing these kind of videos. Okay, so I'm sorry. That was totally disjointed, but whatever. I want to go through it, because basically, and we had this back and forth. And the irony there is that, of course, both of us cared about it. Um, so, this guy claims victory. He wants to pretend that I'm crying. He doesn't think that free speech is even a serious issue. End of story. It's two sentences, man. End of story. Yeah, well, that's not going to work. And then, the fact that he's continually trying to dismiss me, it's the same thing. These people that don't like free speech, they're the type of people that are like, end of story, get away, get out of here before I step on you. I mean, these are quotes from, before I step on you. And it's like, they just want to be able to dismiss the world. Well, we know about, we don't need to talk about it. We don't need free speech because I know everything already. So, fuck that.